Hello, hello, it's me, Dan.
I'm Felicia.
And we are back on Sunday night for more Disco Elysium. It is snowing, as you can see.
We were supposed to do something. Do you remember what?
Yes, we're supposed to go, paint a wall.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, that was a mistake. How do I run again? Nope, that wasn't it.
With your feetsies.
Yes, thank you. I mean, there's a button that I can use to run. That's it. Circle. So I can run. Oh.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband.
What?
The
Oh.
woman.
Hi, Great White North.
Hey, Great White North. All hail the King of the North.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though? But he is missing. You heard her. The worry in her voice.
I think it doesn't add up, right? She said he.
Well, this is empathy now.
Oh.
Empathy doesn't usually lead me astray.
She said he was missing.
Did she?
She did. Yeah, he hadn't returned for many days, and it's strange. He left with the friend, and he hadn't returned for many days, so it's strange. She didn't say specifically he's missing, but that it's strange that he hasn't gotten in contact with her.
No.
You're
thinking of the cryptozoologist's wife.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Ignore me entirely.
But good job remembering that, because I also was like, wait, who said that? Yeah. No, that's the cryptozoologist's wife. Yeah.
Okay.
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself, I think is what I'm going to say. But yeah, it's empathy, though. Because before it was authority. Which authority, hit or miss. Logic is usually pretty good, and so is empathy, which is weird, because logic and empathy here are at odds. Because she told you repeatedly her husband isn't missing. And then
Let's
the
go with
empathy.
one.
You sure? All right.
Yes.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit.
Oh, the sound
Go
is
and
good.
tell the
Oh.
working class woman what you found, right now.
Okay, but I mean, he's not very far. Surely she's seen him. Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
But you said you didn't know where he was.
One, I guess.
Yeah.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
Well, I found him nevertheless. I'm that good.
Very well then. Where is he?
She's getting impatient. Her hand's now picking on a random book cover. Just
One,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
that one doesn't have any. There.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
There's something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working class drunk, and I thought he might be yours.
Oh my God,
Right,
that's the worst
because
thing to say.
working class women come with alcoholic
It's
husbands.
the only option I have.
You
She has
know
a-
what?
Remember, about that what? Never ever say what.
Tree.
Yeah, something bad, I guess. I'm sorry. I say stupid things sometimes. I didn't mean to annoy.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
So two?
But you told me your husband's all right. So he isn't. Is he missing as well?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere. Drinking with his friends.
She looks away.
I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
She's completely forgotten about her book, staring blank into the distance instead.
There. She's worried now.
Kim, is it just me or do we have a missing persons case here?
I guess that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so sure.
He replies before turning to face the working class woman.
Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Not at all. The RCM is ready to chase down every goofball in town. We care about you. Honestly, I just think missing persons cases are mysterious. And you're right. I do want to take this case now, actually.
That one?
The first one, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sighs, but you can detect
There you go.
a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
What does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
She has you from like a late-stage alcoholic then.
Maybe 4?
No, I think 2 is correct. Yeah.
That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also add he's a little bit chubby.
I see. What else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself.
She sighs, her voice slightly quivering when she adds.
It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in
Is
this,
he
but
her
he
husband?
refuses to change.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
She looks back at you, shaking her head.
1, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's not insult him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, or her for that matter. Well, if that jacket is really that cool, then I can totally understand.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home.
I hope we don't have another dead body.
Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
I think I got it, thanks.
So you are going to look for him.
She genuinely wants you to know. Don't make her ask.
Yep.
Yes, I will bring him back home to you. Take the case. Yeah. Just making sure that's I have it on one.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
She tries to maintain a brave front, even though her eyes reveal the opposite.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
He gives her a slip of paper.
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Don't
Oh,
give her
okay.
a hug.
Yeah, the moment takes a slip of
Yes.
paper, it's a phone number.
Don't anyhow touch people.
All right.
Oh, you
Okay.
carry?
There you go.
Oh,
The
yeah,
back, in
oh.
case I see
Right.
like that. Oh no, that's a.
This coin-operated
No,
fuel.
yeah, sorry. We're gonna go talk to the angry lady. Try to get some paints from her so we can paint the wall. Because that's a thing that. Come to here. Yes. Yes. And then we go here. And now we're back outside. Hi. I want to paint a wall.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I need some paint and your brush too.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if
Hail.
it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will. Everything is sad and shit. We need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush. Grand art, art deluxe, the artsiest, the most groundbreaking,
I say we go with 2.
2?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
3? No.
No, I think
2?
I don't know.
We need the brush though.
Yeah, we need the brush.
Should we have gone with like
3,
the artsiest
probably,
arts?
yeah.
3?
Cool. To crush a man's dreams like that. I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
Oh no.
Yeah, try it.
Okay, it's a red check.
You
Yeah.
don't have
Oh!
to execute something like this in practice. But, oh boy,
Double
the
12.
idea's going to blow her fucking mind.
I'm going to create a highly detailed skeleton of an ancient bird that went extinct 100 million years ago.
She squints her eyes.
And then I'm going to paint it red using heavy fuel oil, and then I'm going to fucking light it on fire.
On fire.
She whispers to herself. It's the Phoenix, get it? What do you say?
I say, sod off.
Oh.
You don't have the technical skills to do that.
I thought you liked my idea.
But I thought you'd like my idea. Or what's your problem? Or I'm sorry, was the image offensive? Did you survive an avian attack as a
I
child?
want to see the third one.
The third one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't we all? I like your idea. Should have thought of it myself. I don't need this kind of competition in my neighborhood.
Damn, it was too strong. But Cindy, art is bigger than either of us.
Two.
I think this one.
Then get your brush from fucking art.
Oops. My apologies. I guess I was trying too hard.
That's hilarious. Yes.
You're a police officer and a grown-up. Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try a
Yeah,
different
5.
approach.
I'm sorry for raiding your personal space like this, but I'm going to take that paintbrush from you, kiddo.
And I need an aircraft carrier. So what?
How come you're letting this baby rat run circles around you?
3, I guess?
End this now.
Oh no, 2. How about 2?
Any closer, sir? Down. Cindy, give me the goddamn brush. Stand your ground with a look of weird determination. Cindy, I'm going to stand here till you hand over that paintbrush. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have this again. Give me the brush, please. 2?
2 or 3? What do you think?
2, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you got any kids? Because you sound like the world's saddest dad right now. But fine.
Yay!
I'm all out of fuel oil anyway.
She drops the paintbrush at your feet.
Fuel?
He looks at the empty bucket, then back at her, struck by sudden realization.
That wasn't paint. It was heavy fuel oil, marked red for use by government vehicles.
What do you think I was using? Aquarels?
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
Can't I just use paint? Right on. No way I'm going to settle for painting when children are painting with fuel oil. Yeah, let's do that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
That beautiful wall deserves nothing less.
Hey, Kim, do you think you'd lend me some of your fuel oil? Kim, my friend, would you be willing to sacrifice some of your fuel oil for the art? Let's go with 2.
Yeah.
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please, leave my kinema out of it.
Oh, alright. But we got some stuff. We got 3 skill points that we can use
Let's wait
at
until.
some point.
Yeah, let's wait until.
And then we got the brush. Yep, there it is. So, paintbrush belonging to Cindy the Skull, an aspiring artist. Its bristles smell nauseatingly of heavy fuel oil. Specks of red, orange, and green paint cover the aluminum ferrule. I don't know what that means. And now we have find a working class husband and add even more beauty to the wall. And yeah. Find government marked heavy fuel oil and return to the wall. Okay, I think I actually did see that somewhere. Oops. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There you go. You? What are you doing? Walk down all the way. Okay. Let's see. I think there's some heavy-duty fuel oil over yonder.
I don't remember seeing any.
Oh, maybe not. I thought I saw some. Maybe not. We still can't go there. Whatever that is. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the restroom and be right back.
Okay. Oh, we're also going to need money to pay for our rent. Oops. That doesn't go way up on that side. Have we run out of bottles to pick up? Maybe it's that way. Nope, not this way. We can't go that way. Maybe one here somewhere? Where all the trucks are? That would make sense, right? I think I'm going to try to visualize that thing again, which means adding a point somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, not this way. This way. Right? This way? Yeah. Follow the direction.
Visualize what thing?
Where the thing fell down, so we can get the bridge down. I'm hoping.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Also, gotta talk to this guy about my gun again.
About
Remind me
what?
of that. My gun. Oh,
Okay.
who are you guys? You weren't here before. Take that. I can't talk to them. No, whoever they are. Oh, this man's gone. You guys are new. Okay. Morning, officer. Morning, guys. Down here. Oh, it's gone. Don't have to do anything. Are you gonna? Can we press the button? What?
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an
The
indicator
guy
light
the other
used
side.
to
Maybe
be,
he's now.
and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the rope.
You grab the handle and pull
Oh,
the
that's it?
lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Wait. We're gonna be able to cross now, I think. Yeah, because that thing's gone. I guess they moved it.
The two men out.
Excellent. The what?
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want
sorry,
us
Kim.
to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
But there's nothing for us to do until. Did I get an item on the right? No, I was the secret. What was the secret task? Close the water lock on Wednesday. Oh, that was a secret task. Oh, there you go. So to get to the coast, you need to use the panels to close the water lock. It's been blocked pending repairs, which should be done by Wednesday morning. Alright, well, sorry, Kim, but I think everything's going to be over here. The radio relay hums with electricity. Ooh, money. I need that. Because we need to pay for a room today. What's that? Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries.
What's that this side?
Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Can't open that. Oh, okay. Alright, so we can't go that way yet. Nope, sorry. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside? Ahead. Decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Hey, we got money. Oh, hey, some money over there. There's footprints there. Ugh. Banged up fuel canister.
Oh, maybe you'll get your fuel.
Yeah.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water.
I love that we feel empathy for the car. A carriage in the sea. Where did this come from?
My guess is it started its journey from the plaza, where it backed through the fence.
Let's investigate, Kim.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
Lieutenant replies, a curious look in his eyes. Yeah, it's because he likes cars.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at
Is
the
it
motor
your
carriage
car?
in the deep, dark, cold water.
Oops.
Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
What does it make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish
Yay,
float
monkfish.
by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Well. Looks like Jacob Er's journey came to an abrupt end here. Who's Jacob Er?
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did Did you say something, Lieutenant? Yes, rub your chin. Crazy recklessness. Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ.
One?
Yeah. Did you say something, Lieutenant?
I did not. But I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
Oh.
A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Yeah, why not?
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on. It looks very blue. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Why not? Let's try to whistle a tune. It's a red check, counter track, but it doesn't matter.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
He's whistling with me!
Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Not that one. Oh my god. Yeah, that seems a terrible idea.
Yeah. Three?
Yeah, 3. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking.
Maybe he's just
I
saying
can do
myopic.
this. Let's do this.
Oh, maybe. I was
Who'd
thinking...
want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to... Well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps
Yay.
climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
That one.
Do you think I'll ever find my gun? Man, it's taking a long time. Yeah, that's first.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
One?
Yeah, but if someone puts a gun to your head,
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
can you make out the marquee now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd
That's
that
what
you
we're
haven't.
waiting for.
To
It's
pull
a
it out.
Capri,
To
Model 40.
get to this stuff. His eyes turn to you.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people.
Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
His
It's as
station
if he
is
knows
41,
what
right?
it stands for, but wants you to say it.
It's my
It's
car.
pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy for every chin. Small fish, this one. This must be Tommy 41. Of the morning. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Capri 41. Stew factory. I hate guessing. District something? A precinct? Something municipal?
5, I think.
Rub your temples. You're getting horrible headache. Oh god, no. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach,
Yeah.
and the most terrible feeling comes over you.
That's why he said at the beginning. It's I guess we should investigate.
Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
No, we're just oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
I was in pursuit of someone. How do we get it out? I can still fix it. They're not gonna take back this, are they? The badge, the gun, and now this. Things are going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
I think 6. No?
Yeah.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
I think we can choose them all, actually.
There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth?
It's the wife, I think,
Oh.
or the woman.
More precious than the gun,
Yeah,
the badge, and the motor carriage.
yeah. So yeah, we can do
Combined.
them all.
Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Oh no.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Yeah, tell me how it is, Kim.
Probably. Try definitely.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real.
I have 15.
But in the long run,
and
it still
76.
makes
Yep.
more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have that kind of money. People are gonna be angry at me,
Yeah,
aren't
I
they?
don't want
Precinct
that.
41. This is a disaster. Two? Alright.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
People, yes, but not you.
Half-Life is kind of a dick. Things are going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
Alright. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Yeah, I figured it was my car.
From
Yes.
the beginning, right?
Yeah.
When
Let's
you
go
felt
take
it
a look.
was familiar.
Alright, let's go take it. Let's get that money first. A bottle drained of all its booze. It's frozen to the ice. Oh, that's my bottle, I'm sure.
And my money probably.
Oh no, I healed him. Okay. RCM Commander's jacket. RCM badge. Hey, I found my badge.
Did it change to that?
What does this one do? I forget already. Esprit de corps, visual. Oh, they're the same. Oh no, this one does shivers. Visual calculus. Yeah, alright. Why not? I can interact with my badge. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glances at the badge in your hands. Study the badge.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
Different. How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name Harrier Dubois.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard
so.
was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Hey, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Yeah, accept it.
Accept it.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't accept it.
Because he wants to be hairy.
Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Rank.
You see lines of information.
Lieutenant 2JFR. LTN 2JFR.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is Lieutenant W. Freighter? Double E. Freighter.
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And double E. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank.
Oh.
In your case, captain.
Oh.
You have declined twice, thus you're double Freighter.
Fine.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, satellite officers?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior? So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank?
2, I think.
So you've been putting up with me because we're the same... Yeah.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
You're a good man, Kim.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this
What's
leads
this?
me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. I'm afraid there are no ex-alcoholics. Thanks, that gives me hope.
One, I guess?
Yeah.
Good.
Turn back to the document. He says it.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive
again?
paper
Like, you
hid
can
between
continue.
thick
Alright.
plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads,
Serial Rev 126205 Jam 41.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Date of issue 7th of November 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
the case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
I remember that time!
Oh,
That was a good time! We had a good work-drink balance going! What happened, man? Pump it up!
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
But money is what it is. Yeah.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But
Then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach,
Yeah.
Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your
Are we gonna remember who
forehead.
those two cops are in the Whirling-in-Rags?
And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him. Ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
So basically,
catching light.
the main thing
You
is
see
that
lines of information on it.
the
And
bat
a shining watermark.
the badge was created 4 months ago.
Oh.
When he took the rank of W freighter, which means that's when he turned down the
So 4 months ago, something happened
Yeah.
that led to his.
and he says that like 4 months Kim said, "Oh, you must have been doing well then," and then he said to himself, "Well, probably not, but better, definitely." And then he says, "But also, a lot can happen in 4 months, especially in the winter. You think you don't do well in the winters, yeah." Okay, very cool. We found our badge. We found the traffic hooligan. It was us. Okay. All right, anything else over here before we move on? Let's look over here. Hey, there's a boat. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Okay. Just go to there. Oh, look at all this stuff. Alright. Well, we're gonna finish the coast. I just wanna. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Tarpaulin. Tarpaulin? Tarpaulin. Oh, is that money? No. What is that green shit?
It's just grass,
Okay.
algae,
Algae? Algae.
algae.
Hold on, let me go over here first.
What's this?
Oh, quick travel unlocked. Fisherman's Shacks. Hey, quick travel. That's the first of that. Hey, there's
What
one
does
over
it
there.
say on top? Oh, on top of the thing.
On top of what thing?
Alice.
Oh, allez-vous end. Wedding stone, well worn and covered in rust. Well, white curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in.
It's broken the other window.
Is it? You see dust-covered linens, dry tulips on a bed. Oh, somebody died here, I think. Ooh, pants. Intersolari trousers.
Into Solari, what does it mean?
That's where it's a place. Yeah.
Oh.
Cinder blocks charred a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. This thing we can
The
sit down.
worn and
there's another
beaten
person there.
wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
They told us this before. This is also when we when he left to take the body, but then we immediately went to bed, so we didn't have to wait for anything. Yeah, buddy. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. What's that? Hold on.
Abby? Didn't call Abigail. Oh, it's a bunch of people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. There's a lady over here that I will talk to in just a minute. Oh, I haven't seen her around for ages.
I like he's carrying a plastic bag as he goes around.
Yeah,
investigate.
getting all them.
Oh, yay!
The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp.
Jump inside. Jump inside.
This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. Let's talk to you then.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. Ooh,
Anything I can help you with?
it depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword.
Is my phone okay?
Helps to break the ice.
Oh, hold on.
I want to Google stuff.
Yes.
Yay. Into iron. Thank you.
Nice Nice sword. Point at the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Hold on. It is imposing, I'll say. Otherwise, hold on. Do you know how to use it? Isn't that what guns are for? It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
No worries, Great White North. I understand. Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
True story. Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too.
I like her accent.
But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Don't know.
Oh, what? Just
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you.
Yeah, it does.
Show her. Show her the wonder.
I have no idea what that means.
Coach means the expression.
Oh, no, we're not going to do that.
yeah, I know.
True, most people I've met are scared.
Let's do that.
No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
She's not afraid. However, does that make her not dangerous?
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why? If they're thick-headed.
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh. Say no more. Wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. A bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Interesting.
Why is
She
the
really
accent
likes
there?
those
Sounds like she
muscles,
thinks
though.
it's hot.
Yeah.
It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't actually on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. Which one? I think 3 or 4.
3 maybe?
3?
Yeah.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Ah, she went to the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk.
No.
Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Horrific necktie?
Yeah.
It's the first time?
No, it's done this many times. Looking for someone. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Looking for
Say
someone.
you're overtoned. Oh, yeah. Overtoned?
Yeah. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists. And I'll do both. I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals, people who look for animals who are hard to find, people who look for animals mainstream scientists don't exist. I'll do with number 1. People who look for imaginary animals.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen, I haven't heard about those.
2 old guys have been wandering around here,
Yeah.
nose in sand, talking
Snowmen are
nonsense about
animals?
snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where do they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed
Landed
gentry.
gentry.
But
Same,
apparently
sister.
it ain't my yours anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband.
That's real
Maybe I
weird,
can
like,
help
who
you
goes
find
around
someone
them
else.
I'm looking for a working class husband.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
I agree.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Interesting. What have you found? I never thought the sea brought anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. Alright, I think I get it. Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
A mine? Oh, like a exploding mine?
Bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Are you talking about those human bodies? A mine? RCM would use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Okay. Maybe the first one, I guess? I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Yeah. Maybe steer clear of the things reminding her of the floater she used to be married to.
Not for.
Just saying.
Yeah, not for. So I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days? Catch some living in your palm.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Kim coming to the rescue. Kim's gonna have to go get a date with her.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
No.
Kim starts makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet to go to the coast. Be seeing you.
We haven't said nice word yet, did we?
We did.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the first thing we said.
Was it?
Yeah, and then we asked to borrow it. She said no.
Oh, was I away?
Oh, you might have
Yeah.
been. Yeah. What did we get?
Keys?
Oh, we got the pants.
Alright. And try the pants.
+1 to Kingdom of Conscious. Moralist pants. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect.
Let's try it.
No. Yeah?
Yeah, just try and see what it looks like. Yeah. Let me see. Wow, it's starting to look presentable.
Yeah, but this one gives me goddess.
Fine.
Well, my reaction speed is. Nah, we'll talk. It's a better pants. Give me goddess. It's important.
Pear shape. It's literally shaped like a pear-shaped goddess.
Yeah.
Yay! So close to earning enough to stay another night without running away.
You can't see into the house from this angle. I threw it from the other side. There's another lady in here. It almost sounds Malay. Suliram yang manis. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan,
Also known
also
as the
known
apricot.
as the apricot suzerainty.
Not sure if I said it.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer.
Oh.
We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't
Maybe
want
Kim
any
then
trouble
she'll be
either.
like- she'll be
We
like,
are not
"Oh,
here to cause any trouble,
He has
madame.
cool red gloves.
Yeah.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan! Shows you got style!
What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We
Yes.
take care of trouble. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
I think she means the cops, but yeah, I'll
Oh,
say this
yeah.
as well. Like just cops in general.
No, not you
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I
I
figured.
meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
Oh,
He was
maybe that's why
brooding.
there's
Needed some help opening the
the,
door.
there's the
You got
tulips.
it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I am an ill omen, all right. Or, if I'm considered an ill omen, why has anyone told me that? I think the first one. 33?
I thought it's funny.
4? Alright.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking
Oh.
for, I've got a free room in
Oh.
the shack.
How much is it?
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the
Well,
village
maybe I
to
can
the
just-
RCM.
Stay there then. Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
I think it's not appropriate.
I'm not sure if it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations.
Oh, don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long
Why
empty
can't we ask
now.
him?
I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
One more time. I can just have the room?
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here.
When Varson communist revolutionary Ignas Nielsen was in hiding, he stayed in a hut on the Boreal Plateau for
Would
10
help.
months.
It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat. No, this could be the first chapter of my Rags to Riches memoir. Now, this is a real Shoreline hospitality. That guard must be half kipped or something. Unfortunate that incremental development hasn't elevated this neighborhood yet. I see potential here. I don't need much. This sounds just fine.
I don't know, man. Do you think Kim will approve?
I don't... Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'll just say, yeah, I don't need much.
Okay.
This sounds just fine.
An uncomplicated man. I take it that means you're interested.
Yeah, you got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
A key appears from her apron and she hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he?
Oh.
This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
Finally, you have those lamos of Martinez off your back, Bratan! This looks like a great place to bring chicks!
Fucking necktie. What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
This pornographic before. There's got to be something. You're telling me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild.
The pox. That
That's
does not
the
sound
pox.
good.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder-block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any drunks yet, though.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
All right, it's another topic I'd like to address. I'm not going to say this place is pornographically
She
poor.
nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Dolorian Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a
All
nice
these places to
church.
explore.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get a feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea.
Interesting.
It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the nights. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time.
I have so much time.
Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka or a half-demonic Apsara singing.
What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
We want to come to a fish market here.
No one. That's why it's closed.
That's right.
It
After
was
long-
once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it. There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Lancet. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant Double Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them, double.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
All right. Goodbye. I'm off.
Off to the top we go again.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. just look around. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. A flower trout where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. Alright, before I go, let me open my new place.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling-in-Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
The centrifugal heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from '39.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
We could try to shave, get these mutton chops off. Yeah, you want it?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Well, it is a white check, so we can retry it if we... Hopefully we don't...
Your
cut our
hand
throat.
trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
This isn't sharp enough. Scrape harder. Or leave it for now. Leave it for now. Hey?
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Yeah.
The centipede is exaggerating. People don't actually cut their own throats when they're shaving. At least, not accidentally.
You see the waves, the sea, a church.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Dig deep into your mind to look at the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor.
It's the way that he looks. We saw ourselves in the mirror once. It almost killed
neurological
us.
miracle for you to cease producing it.
Alright, the mirror be for now. And that's our bed. It's our couch.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No time to rest yet.
So we now we can buy books and stuff because we don't
Yeah,
have to
because
pay,
now
right?
we don't have to pay for the Whirling-in-Rags. We still could, I guess. We could still stay there, but yeah. We don't have to. Let's talk to these kids. Oh wait, let's look at this box first. Down the bottom. Hopefully these kids aren't as
The
terrible as
scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Aw.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling from his mouth. I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head
Like most
is
children.
too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the
Inland
case.
Empire, you are
5 years old.
hilarious.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks
those
at his
games.
toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking.
Let's not tell them.
Just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
Lieutenant remarks with evident glee. I am, yes.
Too.
And what are you, Kid Master General?
Yeah.
It's impossible to be good with kids. They're too stupid. Yeah.
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
All right. Bye, kids. Take care. That's pretty funny. Oh, there's another man over here. Two men. Cool. Hold on.
I thought one was dead.
You stop mid-step and put your hand on a garish necktie.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
Where? Bottle? What? I really don't care about any bottle. I don't want to look at it. Okay, cool. What do I do next? Discard thought. Where? Bottle? What?
In this drunk's hand, on the pipe there, glowing blue, a mysterious, otherworldly blue,
Oh, I think this is...
filled to the brim with holy mysteries. It's hard to know what exactly your vivid interior is speaking of here, but I'm guessing it's got a lot of alcohol in it.
I really don't care about any bottle. I don't want to look at it.
You should care! I'm getting a very special vibe from that bottle. Please go talk to him. I need to look at it closer.
Like a horrific necktie. You're just as good as
The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Oh, is that my button?
No, it's moving.
Okay.
Just drunk. You see the drunk husband?
There was an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head that way.
Is this the
I don't know, does it have blue
working
lining?
class man?
Yeah.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call her!
Who's Abigail?
And the law. Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Do we know her working class husband's name? He's just working class husband, right?
Who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail.
Why shouldn't
Where am I? What is this place?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in
Oh, you're gonna
closer.
regret leaning in, so you should lean in.
Okay.
Don't call Abigail.
Breath smells harsh like a toxic swamp as he whispers to you.
Abigail.
He then waves his hand as if shooing you away. Hey, one important investigation. Demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her.
Why did you ask the not drunk friends?
I will.
Abigail.
No, I'm asking him. I know you're controlling him, but I'm just asking him anyway.
Abigail, he whispers in the air.
Don't.
Hey, I got 5 XP.
Yay!
Don't call.
Slowly, his head nods off to the side and he passes out, tongue dangling from his mouth.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
But we got some XP out of that. Alright, let's talk to you guys. One of you is going to be the...
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
I'm a police officer, not your friend.
So what do you want? I've got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I've got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real.
300?
I also have speed. And by speed...
I just told you I was a
mean
cop.
amphetamine.
See? There it is, Bratushka. The spirit. Let's
God,
buy
this
the
necktie
spirit.
is
300
cool on
real
my
is a lot, but this has to be done. It's our end game.
It's just another stupid drink idea I'm having that I'm attributing to my necktie.
Bratan, you don't understand. It's not just another drink. This is what our relationship has been building towards all these years. This is the climax, the mystery, the virginal sigh. You have to buy it from him. Get it off him. Kill him if you have to. Our ultimate fate depends on it. And the fate of many worlds.
The lieutenant looks at you, looking at the bottle of spirits, then at Rosemary, suspiciously.
Friend, do we know each other?
Sure, friend. You know it.
Don't mind old Rosemary here.
He did
He's
spiral.
a buffoon.
The
Let's have a
tracksuit-
word after your high-concept transactions. I'll give you the lowdown.
Amphetamine?
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
I think you didn't hear me when I said I was a police officer.
Sure did, buddy boy. That's why I said amphetamine. I mean speed. I mean amphetamine. I got both.
I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I've got everyone on my hook.
Spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
I'm already hooking for Kuno, I think. Looks like your own hook, too.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Not. Let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his pilsner and stares at you intently. What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
He ain't shitting you! Medicinal spirits are a blast, Bratan! The flaming truth of this joke of a world!
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good... That's a good tip, I should remember. That sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
He gets an ecstatic gleam in his eyes.
Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
At the very least, make you go blind.
2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
3 real. Can I smell it first?
Yeah. Be careful. It's extremely flammable. One spark and the entire city of Ravishon is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
Did I not tell you, Bratan? This is it! This is our party drink! This is what we're having, baby! Please get it for me!
You tie vibrates excitedly around your neck again.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
It does... I feel like this is a important thing.
You can get it, as long as you don't drink it.
Yeah. I think it'll prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Come down from 300.
That's a much more reasonable price right there.
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
Sweet.
I don't think it will impact anything, actually,
because see, it doesn't have anything there. I think this is just something for something else.
Okay.
Perhaps we can use this to paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Bratan, I am so proud! Now, whatever you do, don't drink it! This deserves so much more than just regular oral consumption!
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what do you mean, not oral?
The tie is so on the money there. Up the bum it goes.
But I don't want to put up my bum.
Yeah.
Who said anything about putting it up there? No! We're gonna put it into a way more special place.
What?
So special! Just hang
Okay.
on to it. Keep it
Thanks,
safe.
horrific
Wait
necktie.
for my sign.
Soon. The time will come soon. Have patience, brave one. I'm getting a really dark vibe from this. This won't be pretty.
Alright, I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Can you talk to the other one?
Hey, tequila!
Through something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit, or lycra, excuse me, puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Yeah, shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality makes me aggressively sad. I don't know. People tell me I'm a cop and get used to that. I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend to my will. I am the law. Which one? I kind of like 4, but
Okay.
yeah.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image a long time ago. Those days are over now.
He looks at his shit-stained lycra TM jacket with a grim expression.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks. Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades. I like how he talks.
Please.
Like he's a
Please
California bro.
don't go.
Yeah. Begs the man in
Don't
the park.
go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
That's what I figured.
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Tequila. Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
For some reason, the name tequila fills me with foreboding. Maybe I shouldn't learn what it means. Go ahead. No, this sounds scary. Back up. Maybe the first one?
Yes.
You think you feel bad now. Wait till you've heard the story.
No. You need the wisdom.
Alright, go ahead. This is probably going to hurt my morale.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday, or was I alone? Was I alone?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
Takes another sip, then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty
he
high
did do that.
concept,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
We did do that again when we were trying to prove ourselves to...
It is. Oh yeah, that's totally your style. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Oh yeah, so he says, please continue. Or, oh yeah, not the first time this comes up. Cough awkwardly. Yeah, sure, I did that thing. What of it? I think 2? Oh yeah, not the first time this comes up.
Hey, man, I'm not judging. This life's a valley of woes. Some of the highest concept people in history have killed themselves and been drunks. Either way, it was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Marvin Alcoholics, got our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Oh, yes, you do, Bratushka. The only thing better than that is putting the pedal to the metal after you kiss the tie. And off we go.
I may have to take this tie off.
Yeah, I think so.
One
'Cause
moment
it's
we
Kuno.
hear the sound of a motor carriage
It's
revving
Kuno the
up
Thai.
somewhere on the
Yeah.
plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach, you revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Oh god, what happened next? Or say nothing, it's more dignified that way. Or every word I said was true. Tequila sunset will break the balloons of
Number 3, I
reality.
think.
No, not 3.
No?
We're trying to be a better person.
Oh god, what happened next then?
Yeah.
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Oh no.
Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? Tequila Sunset, huh? Sounds pretty good. Or my real name is Harry.
My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also
morale got hurt.
whores and
Yep.
so on. How one of them fucked you real bad.
Oh, no,
After a
'cause this is
short
the
while,
wife, right?
you
Yeah.
crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did they tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
Oh, my health just got damaged. So let's heal real quick before something else happens.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Yeah. Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
Oops.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Yeah.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Yep.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
You take a long sip of beer. Did you get a read on what kind of a cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop.
So
and
he
for the
should have
damage
been
you
here when
inflicted
you
on
did?
everyone around you.
Friday, he said. Oh, no, sorry, Saturday. The whole of Saturday.
And he
And
wasn't
Saturday
aware?
nights. Yeah, he forgot.
Okay.
He drank too much. He drank the whole day.
You
Wow,
also
yeah,
kept
we've only been with
pausing
him for
to
3
knock
days.
the heel of
Right,
your
right. I
hand
keep thinking it's
against
been
your
so long
temples,
because we've been
saying,
watching for so long. We've been playing for so long.
Yeah. Okay, I don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot. Or, you want booze, don't you? Or, what do you need?
3? What do you need?
3?
Yeah.
Alright.
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral?
I've got this blue
A
medicinal
bottle
spirit.
for a story. Seems fair to me.
I don't want to give you any alcohol. I'm not an labeler. Or I don't have any on me right now. Or, probably not that one.
2, yeah.
I don't have any on me right now.
Then I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple,
He lifts his
my
hands.
good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
Alright, be seeing you.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Okay. So that all happened.
So we look quite a bit of ourselves here.
Yeah, we did. A bit of our
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavy with money, but only slightly.
I dropped my phone. It's okay. What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade.
That is enough. Finish that.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Interesting. Oh, we can't go that way, so that's it. So we just, yeah. Anything over here? No? Alright, so if we go down this way, past that house, there should be a church and stuff. Like they talked about before.
water looks very unclean.
Yeah, it won't do. Huh? It won't tell me what that's about. He just looks at it. Nothing happens. Huh? That's a little bit of a glitch there.
The water looks very unclean.
Yeah. Oh. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Rust-eaten letters read Mazout. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Ooh, I found $1.15.
We save a lot of money now because
Yeah. Quick travel unlocked. Church. Okay, we've made it to the church. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Oh. Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Oh, this coast really goes for a while. Damn. Ooh, look at that bird.
two birds.
Two birds.
Have we seen any cats or dogs recently?
I don't think so. No, not in this game, I don't think. Yeah. Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. There's a person here.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? Or, so you want to party? Or, I have some questions for you.
Dear child is freezing. Where's your hat? I don't want to party. Sounds weird.
I don't think we need to say that either.
Yeah,
Here's good questions.
for you,
Yeah.
For some reason, the words don't come out. Instead, you instinctively touch your collar to check your necktie.
It's crooked again! It always is! It's a traffic accident and a noose! Also, you should ask if she wants to party. Or better yet, ask her about that hat! Lest the necktie think you're boring.
Bad necktie. Let go of the tie. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I thought you were cool. What happened, man?
I'm listening.
A cold wind blows in from the sea. She breathes on her fingers for warmth, looking up at you. What's your name?
Estelle.
And your surname?
Why?
I'm from the police. It's for the paperwork.
Okay, it's Burger.
She hesitates. It's Burger. I mean, that was the answer.
A very common name.
But a cell burger?
Yep.
You have little reason to doubt that's her real name. But she's not all that surprised by this cop show questioning, is she?
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Yeah, and using my wife's name? How about my mother?
No. You're welcome.
Does it have anything to do with Contact Mike? You're welcome. Thanks, Encyclopedia. Does it have anything to do with Contact Mike? No, we won't say that. How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum-going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
means I'm hip beyond my ears.
Yes.
Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hostel room.
I feel it should be Tree.
Neither do I, actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind.
She breathes on her fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say.
You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man.
Damage my
Was there
morale.
something else? About the
Damage
contact
my
mic, perhaps?
Does this have anything to do with contact mic?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I mean the boxer contact mic.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
That's not fair. And an understatement.
You know, a contact mic doesn't just beat people up. Contact mic is a role model.
An entire litany spews forth.
Yes, you heard right. You should try to be more like Contact Mike, a successful athlete and an inspirational figure who has overcome social, physical, and mental obstacles. On second thought, screw Contact Mike. He's not a champion. You are. Look at you here in front of a saggy tent, picking your nose to drug addict music. The world of sports is in awe of your faith and dedication. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. There was something else I wanted to know. Go with
Tree, yeah.
Yes?
Actually, I had some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Thanks, drama. And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music.
Oh.
They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
Oh.
Take this, you're cold.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up and he throws you a glance. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a
Oh.
place,
She nods
like the
towards the church.
Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep. They were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
This girl breaks my heart.
Yeah, I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Tell me more about this music place you've been playing in the church.
It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music. Like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes blowing in, the six-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Apparently that was a secret thing. Electronic instruments? Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes
This
of
does
light.
exist in real life. I don't know that it's
Light
called that,
cutting
but
through
yeah.
a smoke-filled
I
darkness.
thought, remember when we were playing that
That is
game
what
and
the
the
future will
world
look
was
like.
kind of ending and then she was going
If it
around
ever
collecting
comes.
Ah, yes, yeah.
found sounds, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like, if it was anything, it would be that.
Anodic music. Now I'm going to find out what it is. What is it?
You know, anodic,
Oh, sorry.
cathodic. What do
Got
you
it.
need to know?
So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, you two are cops.
No, we're the police. Yes, why do you ask?
What's the difference between cops and police?
I don't know. I think he's being a dick. So I'll just go, yes, why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Question. You seem surprisingly comfortable with being questioned. Why is that?
Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do.
Have you been questioned before?
Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Revachol experience they get east of the river.
What's east of the river?
Rich people. Rich people are east of the river.
Look awestruck. Who are these rich people? They sound wonderful. I could be one to sneer. I bet they're really rich. They must be very special people to be so rich. Lean in and whisper, let me guess, these rich people are not from around here? Strange. The existence of rich people does not stir any emotions in me. Oh, okay, good to know. So which one? I think the first two are weird.
4?
4?
Hmm.
Alright.
Bet they like it that way.
She mutters quietly under her breath. So what trouble you've gotten into with the police?
The usual. I had a shitty run as a teenager.
What's the usual?
You know, drinking, getting into fights. The ugly stuff that happens when you move out your parents' place at 13. In Forberg.
Interesting term. Time to glean some knowledge.
Wait, what is in Forberg?
Is this a rhetorical question?
No, I literally can't remember even the most basic terms sometimes.
Forberg, not in Forberg. It's a massive banlieue south of Jamrock Quarter. It is the largest ghetto in Revachol, possibly the world.
I know what Jamrock is,
number
but
1.
let's say I didn't.
We are Jamrock, sort of. Martinez is called North Jamrock sometimes. Jamrock is also a ghetto, only smaller than Forberg.
Jamrock is a district of Revachol comprised of the following quarters: Pox, Villa Lobos, Central Jamrock, Grand Couron, Old South, and the Valley of the Dogs. Learning is great.
Turn to the girl. And why did you have to move out when you were so young?
My dad was a drunk. Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know. Get my party on.
I get that. I'm a major party animal myself. Major. Or drinking, partying, and disco music are bad for you. You should take me as a warning example. I think this one.
Ooh, yeah.
She nods very cautiously.
Ooh.
Empathy. The tape
Try
recorder
it.
lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Yeah.
The device
Nope.
is cold to the
No.
touch.
We
The
failed.
angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
We can put. I think we can put a thing on our empathy and try it again.
Do you want to?
Yeah. We
Okay.
have like 3 to, and we're about to get a 4th one. So yeah, might as well. Empathy's good. Let's try it again. Yeah, now it's high. Let's go. Oh, how come I can't? I have to leave. I
Okay.
can try it again.
Bye.
Let's try again.
Hello again.
Yep, there we go.
The device is
There we
still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice feeling miserable at your age or at any age in this weather waiting for it to get dark.
Oh.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It is not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Her shoulder shakes a little. The dark, nothing. If you got this, don't be scared. I'm once again reminded of how Contact Mike rose from the slums of St. Baptiste to the top of the boxing world, overcoming adversity and serious brain trauma. Nothing is coming. Nothing he wouldn't knock out in 3 rounds. The real fight is for the right attitude. Maybe this one? 2? Nothing. If you got this, don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Well, let's cellar. Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
Working class, everyone's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class. I think it's all these foreign people. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. I think that one.
Okay.
Or what? The
Definitely-
working class? Definitely not this one
Yeah.
or this one.
4 probably.
4, right?
Yeah.
People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands it. Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people would be a little more reasonable is all. No, that's probably not it, is it? Yeah, pretty sure. No, I had some questions about something else, Charlie. Maybe this one? No, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you've just got chick issues.
You could be right, but I don't know for certain.
Well,
issues.
think about... Anyway, was there something else?
No, that's it. As in,
Yeah.
you know, he does have... she tried. Thanks. It's painted with pastels. Someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Tried to help her out. There's all stuff in here. This is the tin that she's talking about. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. Trash from some unending party. Hole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music.
There's someone there.
It's like
That's
nothing
her.
you've ever
That's
heard.
who we just talked to.
Oh.
One of them looks
Yeah,
at you.
Okay.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at
Squeezing.
least he thinks he is.
Yep, excuse me.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
He gestures for you to squeeze in. Oh, hey. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled.
Yep. That's the one.
A speaker, the big kind they use for live music.
You see a youngish man bleaching
A youngish
the tips
man.
of
Yep.
his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush
Hey,
down
Aris.
and extends
Hi,
his
Aris.
hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
It's a bit like David Bowie. Noid.
And Egghead. Egg!
Whoa. The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably anodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. The place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Estelle said there was a problem with the church. Yeah, let's try that one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so you've met her. Good, good.
He nods.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There is concern in his voice.
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of Marcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw and starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Reversholt.
This guy, I don't know if you've seen the movie Rock and Rolla. Alright, so he sounds like the main guy in Rock and Rolla. The musician who's on drugs, who's missing for most of the film. He sounds like him.
All I remember is the punching guy. What's his name? The actor. Clive. No, not Clive Owen.
Oh,
The other guy. No one
that
looks
Sparta
like
guy. Yeah. Jar Butler.
Right.
Yeah.
Strike that! The world!
The world. You're German.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Don't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniac on my watch, you guys. What kind? Yeah.
The spooky kind.
What's that mean by spooky? Spooky's not a manifestation.
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual
They want to
refuge.
turn into a musical venue, right? Yeah.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna
He does
collapse.
look like David Bowie.
Yeah, right.
Bowie.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up.
Oh, okay.
Place has bad signs. No
You're
one
like,
can dance
you're
like
he
that.
looks like a cross between Doctor Strange and Professor X. If Professor
Yeah.
X's brain explodes.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it, tell me more, or I'll make up my mind later. I have questions for you first. The police have more important things to do right now, kid. Yeah, I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
How many
He claps his hands enthusiastically. It's all of them.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks.
What's the status of the church? I haven't gone inside the building yet.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
So reaction speed. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you. Let it fall to the ground, then pick it up like a normal adult person.
catch the keys, of course.
We're gonna. I mean, it's a red check and it's very low, but we can give it. It's reaction speed, which we have 0 in, but we can give it a shot. We're probably gonna make a fool of ourselves.
Up to you.
I think we just let it fall. No,
Okay.
fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Why
let's
not?
do it.
Yeah.
Let's live dangerously in this video game.
We did it.
Oh wow!
Little piece of metal
I was gonna say let's
The
live
object makes a
dangerously in this
small
video game
ringing
that has no
sound as it
consequence for our
approaches.
lives.
Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Bask in the glory. No, thanks, man. Play cool. Play cool.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
Jesus. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Oh my god, kid.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means? 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being. 85% is good enough. No one lives forever, baby. Let's go with number 1. Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here.
I do know
I'm
about
at least
crime stuff, 'cause
80%
I've watched
sure they're
23
alive.
seasons of Criminal
I mean,
Minds.
come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
What does that even mean? Yeah, I catch your drift. Sounds like nonsense. What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, Andre.
Oh, yeah.
He looks at his friend with an expression of profound understanding. Sounds like nonsense.
You're right. It is nonsense. Total garbage. I knew you'd see through it. You're one smart cop.
I get by. Now, where was I with that padlock?
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
Right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was some thing in there with us, watching us from the dark.
That sounds spooky.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
You haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human? As in a ghost? Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling.
Oh my
like
god,
some kind of
it's a
crab man.
cryptozoologist. They're
Oh,
looking for a
maybe,
crab man,
yeah.
remember?
A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling.
They were looking for a crab man, right?
I can't remember. They were looking for something.
Yeah, they were looking for a crab man.
Himself, exhibiting
A
ambush
snowman
behavior.
and a crab man?
The other lady said snowman. The Lizette lady, the
Mm.
fisherman lady, yeah, or fisher woman. Excuse me. Doing ambush
person.
behavior. Fisher person.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing.
No, they climb walls.
Are you sure there was a crab man?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Fair enough.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
The implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building. There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you. As if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Jacked up to some snuff station?
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations where you can listen to people getting killed on and jerk off to it.
Oh, okay.
Sick
okay.
shit.
Like the snuff film, huh?
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope hits if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
This kid.
This is a below feeble
This is
attempt
every
at
teenager.
avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Oh my god, there's that one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance
That keeps
abusers.
dropping.
Don't let all that technology
Looks like
fool
Albert
you.
Einstein.
Where do you think
Yeah.
the drugs come
A
from?
punk Albert Einstein.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastes own the church. Who are these ecclesiastes?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Mask it. Now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party? Before we go on, what do you mean by Meteorian?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On
We'll see you.
Muindi Isola.
He's squinting his eyes to see if you're kidding on the moon.
One of the poorest of the first world nations
I want
today,
Chee to be here.
but once a great ancient civilization. Capital Tilakos by Percentic.
Oh, the founding party. I do know that, but can you refresh my memory? Mask it. Now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party? Don't mask it. Mask it. Now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know.
Oh my
I
god.
can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful
This is
religious
exactly
organization.
one of those people that condemns things without actually knowing and
Yep.
insists on things without actually knowing.
Yep.
I have a headache listening to him. Oops.
Oh, it's 12. Once we finish talking to these
Okay.
kids, we'll stop.
It
And
might be worse than our necktie and kuno.
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian church.
My god, we
Plus,
saw a meme
they
and
anoint the
then we
innocent.
just
Yeah.
ran with it.
They, like, made the innocentic system, no?
now, Andre, in your opinion, would this ancient religious organization who anoints the innocents want a club for nautic
Yes.
music in one of their
Yes,
churches?
yes, yes. One.
Yeah.
Totally.
There isn't a trace of doubt in his voice.
The Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. we dance!
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it. This kid is a Berlin club kid is what he is, Egghead.
Love is hardcore!
Yeah.
Love is hardcore.
Unity! Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass.
No, don't do
as
it!
if testing the waters.
No words, enjoy the beat. Or, I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse? Or, I guess love can be pretty hardcore. Or, I now understand it was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Anarchic music is about love, and so is a Patrikios church. No, this is too much. No sane organization would want this level of absurdity in their church. Alright, let's do this first one.
Feels good.
Oh, here we keep going, eh?
Your posse's like your people,
Yay!
man! Like you got your cup posse, you look out for each other, and you party together. That's a posse!
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to
Kim
you.
is my posse.
The world is silent.
Sounds like you're just saying random things. Love, posse, make noise.
Are we?
He looks at you mysteriously.
Yeah!
The one with the large head really enjoys it when his friend gets mysterious. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can. He's coming around.
I think I've lost
You're
how
getting
many minutes
it.
of my life that I'll never get back.
Alright, so, now I understand it was lame of me to suggest, or no, this is too much. No sane organization would want this level of absurdity in their church. Or I now understand it was lame of me to suggest otherwise. Anarchic music is about love, and so is the Patrikios church. I have to pick one of them.
5.
5? Alright.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
I wanted to ask you about this handful of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah, yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh.
He doesn't know what to say.
It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. It's very low, but we can always get a double 6.
Well, first of all, you're a smart cop, and a smart cop like you would understand if something wasn't quite right. So this should be easy.
Rub your chin. What's the gist of it?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well.
Is it?
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Be careful in there, officer, and tell us how it goes, yeah? We'll be here. Let me talk to Noid.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and
It's
parts.
good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Something about the machines on the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked-up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You You can still do sick shit with it, though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Supernatural, so you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
You can use your range's tools. Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
Picks up some sort of a widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Alright, okay, maybe I'll come back later.
Today we literally did an investigation.
We did
That's the best.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile.
We haven't talked to Egghead
It's
yet.
as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Alright. Say nothing.
Internally coherent.
Okay, two.
Two? Yeah. I was wondering if you knew who killed the person hanging behind the Whirling-in-Rags hostel.
Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3! Yeko Kata! The place to be!
Said that before. What is this Yekokata place you mean?
Oh no, is it going to go on and on?
Yeko Kata is a hardcore place!
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural mega project in the extreme
You asked this last time,
southeast of
and
the
I don't
Gradian
remember if you actually
Peninsula.
searched for it or not.
It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Thanks for the GG errors. Sorry, I forgot to say before. I assume that was for catching the keys.
Could there have been a right way out of this garden?
Oh,
of forking
I have now have solved the egghead puzzle. Okay.
It seems like there was, but it might not be translated into English, and if it is, it's not very good.
What was the thing I needed? Figuring out if.
Hi again. So, how things going?
I know Noid has his sign, so what's the deal with Egghead there?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's the master ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
As always.
Can we do logic? Where's logic? There it is. We can do logic. Alright, I'll do a logic and try that again.
Okay.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Yeah, still good. Fuck it.
Nothing jumps out to you. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to think clearly.
Oh, really? Because I can swear it's... Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep.
As always,
We will save outside here with, and then try to figure out how to fix all this next week. Save game.
We won't be around next week.
Oh, you're right. Sorry,
Yeah.
we won't be around next week. I apologize. We're not going to be playing this for 3 weeks because we'll be away for 2 weeks. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 3 weeks? Oh yeah. Because we.
Yeah. So we'll still be here for the rest of this week. So on Tuesday, we'll continue Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. On Wednesday, for Dan Plays Through His Backlog, I am playing... Oh no, I forgot what I'm playing. As usual. What am I playing? What am I playing on Wednesday? Wednesday, what am I playing on you? Oh, Trinity Trigger. That's right. I'm playing the first 2 hours of Trinity Trigger, which is a JRPG, and that'll be on the Switch. And then on Thursday, I'll be starting The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. Excuse me. As you can tell, I obviously didn't start this neither on Friday nor Saturday because I was just... My medical thing, by the way, perfectly fine. No need to worry about anything. I'm A-okay. Everything's okay. And so next Sunday will be the first video that'll be going up. We will be away. And so I will be starting up again Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. I forget what the reunion. That's it.
I'm going to say bye because I can hear the rain and I'm going to close the windows.
Yes. Close the window.
Bye-bye.
Please just leave it. Yeah, so I'm going to keep playing through Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII reunion. I'm going to finish that up. And then start Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the second game in the Final Fantasy VII remake series. We're only going to be gone for 2 weeks, though, so it's probably not going to be very... I'm probably going to just start it and not get very far into the game. But I should finish Crisis Core Reunion. And then, of course, on Wednesdays, I will still do a Dan Plays Through His Backlog. So the first Wednesday, I believe, is going to be the 2 Turoks. Turok on the N64, the 2 Turoks, the first 2 Turoks on the N64. I'll be doing a video on that. And then the second Wednesday, it's going to be 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. I'll be doing an hour each of those as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Before I go, hold on. Before I go, Eris said bye-bye, Felicia.
Bye, Eris. It's like drowning.
Yeah, it's quite rainy. So before I go though, let me send you to some folks who are streaming right now, including L, K2J, and Karumi is also streaming. So let's see, L will be doing some Dark Souls later, but first they are doing some art, potentially for someone who commissioned it. They've been doing some art commissions recently. So, oops. So here is L's link to their current stream. K2J is playing Fortnite as usual. K2J Extreme. So here's his link. Oh, I gotta type things first. Hold on. K2J Extreme. Very cool name. And finally, Karumi is playing Dark Souls 2. Karumi is playing. So, L is playing Dark Souls 1. Karumi is playing Dark Souls 2. So here's Karumi, and there is the link. So there you go. Go check him out. Have fun. Tell him I sent you. And Felicia and I will both be seeing you on Tuesday. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed that as much as we did, because we really enjoyed that. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye!